There we go. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the stream. I hope it sounds and looks okay. This is the first time that I've streamed, and so this is going to be an interesting experiment in terms of my prowess with this stuff. But we'll see how it goes. Hopefully, everybody out there is having fun. And look, I've got lots of people here already. I'm very much impressed by this. So yeah, welcome to MMORPGs 201. We are Pantheon Plus, and we play MMOs, various MMOs, as you saw in that intro. Some more MMO than others, but it's all about groups, and it's all about social MMO gameplay for us here. So that's what we're doing tonight. We've got three of my close friends and comrades here, so we'll introduce them one by one as we go through. We got my rewind co-host and good buddy Desryn. Desryn, what? How's it going? What are you playing tonight? Warden Healer, nice. So you be keeping us alive, hopefully. And Stans is our resident expert for ESO because I'm going to be leaning heavily on Stans tonight to help me help us with world knowledge and all those things. How's it going, Stans? I knew at the the moment I saw you that you were a big ESO nerd with all your okay, hold on. It says we got the sound is off. They can't hear you guys. So there
I
we go.
really hope they
Now
can hear me.
now they can hear you. Now they can hear you. Sorry about that.
Let's re-enter Des then.
Yes, let's
Oh,
let's reintroduce Desrin. You're reintroduce yourself, Des. What are you playing tonight?
I am going to be playing a high elf, though I'm a different faction than I otherwise would be, it seems. I'm playing a warden, and I'm going to be playing the warden as a healer. I'm going to be healing our group.
Nice. And Stans, reintroduce yourself as the ESO nerd that we know you are.
Yes, anybody who sees my username probably can guess I have played and do play ESO and Elder Scrolls games just a tiny bit every now and then. I like my Argonians, and I will be playing our Argonian Dragon Knight tank tonight. So this is
Nice.
actually the one role that I have not played extensively in the game, or
Argo-
really at all.
Argonians and Dragon Knights seem like a really natural combination. That seems like a good fit. And then we got Mujinn joining us, special guest streamer Mujinn. You are here and welcome. And what are you playing tonight?
Hey, my Dark Elf Nightblade DPS.
So you're my Nightblade brother tonight because that's what I'm playing too. So I'm playing an Imperial Nightblade, and I had Stans was kind enough to craft me a full set of Imperial armor, which looks awesome except for the weird sandals, but we'll leave that alone for now.
Hey
I
man,
love the sandals.
you guys rock the sandals. That's your own sartorial choice coming back to haunt you.
Nice sartorial choice. Oh, that is impressive there. Okay, so we're starting off. We're gonna get the undaunted stuff. So do you want to explain what the undaunted, why we're doing this, Stance?
Yeah, so in the game there are various NPC guilds. There's the kind of expected Elder Scrolls things as there's the Fighters Guild, the Mages Guild, the Thieves Guild, the Dark Brotherhood. There's also a faction called the Undaunted, and you can kind of consider them as the Dungeon Guild. Their whole jam is sending players out to do dungeons and explore things and gain glory to gain rank in their faction and their skills.
Right.
So you'll level the Undaunted skill lines basically just by running dungeons and doing things for the Undaunted. But we thought it would be kind of cool if we actually did the little starter intro to them to give some context to one of the major draws of why we get sent out to do a lot of the things we do is that there's a group that says, hey, go do these things, go out into the world and fight these dungeons, don't just do overland stuff.
That's exactly right. And Drac, it makes a good point in chat. He says it's not like the 101. We're like actually leaning into the dungeon lore. That's how we're going to differentiate ourselves from the 101 on Tuesday night is we're going to explore the lore a little more instead of just, clicking through it as Some people might do.
We give the full experience, you
The
know.
full experience.
So we may slow roll a few things because we'll
Yes.
stop and look at the flowers, so to speak. But I think that'll be a really cool point counterpoint with the 101 and 201.
I agree. Okay, so we're talking to Kastig the Axe, right? That's our undaunted contact here.
Yep, this is the dude who's going to indoctrinate us.
Right. So by the divines, the Yale servers in this place get a Leary Bay. I'm looking for a fight. Ha!
Is that right? Well then, sounds to me like you could be one of the Undaunted.
Okay, so yeah, he's going to tell us about the Undaunted.
Like-minded adventurers. Every one of us eager for
So
riches
he's
and glory.
going to just repeat basically what you just told us here, Stan. So we're not going to listen to
What do you
the
say?
whole thing because you did a good job of explaining it. So yeah, I'm not afraid.
Delving and monster fighting is not for the weak of heart.
It's not for the weak of heart.
Good. But
And don't worry, he's got clean socks, as he just let us all know.
Yeah. Yeah, Crypt Fox, I see that. I'm going to turn the game audio up as soon as this guy's done talking here. So he's sending us to Fungal Grotto, I think. It looks like that's our first
Yep.
test. So let me just, hold on one second. I'm just going to turn the audio up here.
Someone say fungus?
Did somebody say fungus?
There's your
Some
fungus.
Oh, Desryn. The
I can spawn mushrooms.
The warden fungus.
It-
And he
it's all
just
I ever
took out
wanted.
his clean socks with all that fungus.
Yeah, seriously, do you see what you did? You just left a mess in this entire tavern. It already smells like spilt ale.
Oh,
Yeah, it's awful. All right, so are we ready to dungeon finder it up and take us to Fungal Grotto here, or what?
You know what? Let's actually not Dungeon Finder, because there's something else that we can do here. I'm going to travel to the way shrine that's right outside of Fungal Grotto, because I went and picked it up a little bit earlier. So if y'all travel to me now, we
Okay.
can actually ride into Fungal Grotto, because there's a little bit extra to do outside.
So we're actually like
Ooh.
really fully immersing ourselves. We're not doing no dungeon
you know, I
finder.
like when
Well, I
Valen
mean,
sings.
we could, we could ride across the entire zone. Really wanted to immerse, but we're cheating with the fast travel.
Yeah, just a little cheat.
a little bit.
A little cheat.
But we get the approach, right? Isn't that important?
Yeah.
That's right.
So
So everybody mount up and let's take a look here.
Oh, somebody's got a wolf. Wow, I'm impressed.
Desryn, is that your wolf?
That is my wolf.
It's super sweet.
Hearken to me, stranger.
I definitely am playing to the stereotypes.
I saw a sparrow the other night when we were playing this. She's got a whole wolf pack. She's got like a wolf for herself, and then a companion wolf, and then another pet wolf. It's pretty impressive.
I've got at least 2 out of 3. I've got my little guy down here.
So this is where the Fungal Grotto actually is. But if you come here instead of dungeon findering in, there's a secret up here.
Ooh. Ooh, oh, there's a sky shard.
Yep.
Sweet.
Most of the dungeons have a sky shard someplace nearby right outside them. So it actually incentivizes you at least once to come to the dungeon, not just dungeon findering in, but finding the dungeon, so that you can
That's
nab
nice.
your free sky shard.
Yeah. It's kind of a one-time thing, but at least it's better than nothing. You know?
Yep.
Sweet.
That'll be our tagline. Elder Scrolls Online, better than nothing.
Yeah, that's right. So which one do we want? Fungal Grotto 1, Kings of the Grotto, or
Fungal Grotto 1 is
Okay.
where we're going.
Done. All right. So far so good. Looks like, boy, lots of people in chat. That's awesome. So lots going on. This is gonna be fun. I'm excited. All right, we have a quest giver right here.
Yep. And there's
Who's
also
there?
a lore book right here with regards to the Ebony Blade.
Oh, I see it. Okay.
And throughout the world, there are these lore books. Some of them are very obvious and blue glowy like this. Like, hey, this is obviously a magical thing. Some of them are just books you find. And if they're a lore book, they actually are how you gain skill, gain experience with the Mages Guild. The Mages Guild wants you to go out and find lore. That's how you gain
Yep.
rank with them.
Nice.
Actually, really enjoy that. I was doing that yesterday, actually, to level. Just
Were you?
exploring and finding lore books, yeah.
So that's a good way to do it, man. If that's an option, I'll take that. So which one is this? Is this one? Oh wait, Do we want to accept this event, Kings of the Grotto? Probably, right?
Oh, sorry. I was
Did
reading
you start
through.
the quest rather than Therek?
He did. He did.
Sorry, I just assumed Therek was on it, and I was trying to take my time.
Leave it to the druid to screw things up. All right. Well, I'm gonna read this book if this gives us something. I'm not gonna read the whole thing, obviously. But
One cool little function, just throwing this out there, is that you can always go back and read any of the books that you discover in the game. There's a section in the UI for it.
Yep, everything that every bookshelf, every book and scroll and things that you read is actually adding an entry to your collected lore library.
that should be in every single MMO ever made. There is no
100% agree.
excuse for that not to be in your MMO. That is my jam. Ziplox, he says, finding lore for leveling, we've lost Therek forever. Yes, yes, you have. Yes, you'll never see me again. All right, so do we have... So, Desryn, did you read the quest that she gave you? Do you want to...
Yeah, well, like summary, I guess, is we met a bunch of dark elves, these guys here, and they are looking for a shrine within these caves. Unfortunately, a tribe of hostile goblins occupies it currently, and it looks like they've pushed out a colony of drow. Drogue. Is it drogue? I forget.
I always say drag, but I'm not sure exactly what it is because even some of the NPCs across the various games have pronounced it differently.
Is that right?
I like dregs. That's cool. But yeah, they're blocking access, and we need to first of all try to take over the goblin tribe. However we can do that, I guess.
All right. Well,
So one interesting thing about Elder Scrolls, and this goes across the entire games, like, you know, from Daggerfall to Arena to Morrowind all the way through ESO, is that ZeniMax, Bethesda and now ZeniMax Online Studios with ESO have made it so that lore and the books you find and the people who tell you things, you cannot trust that they're the voice from on high telling you absolutely perfect and infallible lore. Consider almost everything in every game, every book, every person who's telling you something to be an unreliable narrator, because they consciously put things into their game where bits of lore and history are told differently and even intentionally inaccurately through some sources.
that's pretty interesting. That's pretty interesting because it's all about perspective then, right?
Perspective, and also just some people have the history books wrong.
Mm-hmm.
There was a whole section in Morrowind where if you read books out of the library in Vivek City, they were just drastically wrong about one of the periods of conflict, because they were completely rewritten to make the Dunmer, the Dark Elves, look good.
Yeah, that's crazy. That is an underutilized method of telling story in lore in games. And yeah, chat, I see that the sound levels for Des and Stan and everybody's a little off. We'll fix that. I'll fix that next time. I can't really do anything about it right now at the moment, but we'll get to it in a bit. Anyway.
I can always turn myself down, so let me know if
Yeah.
I'm still really loud. So.
Okay, that's fair. Thanks,
Are we
Des.
ready to pull?
I think so. You guys ready?
Always.
Let's go.
Still ever be.
Oh, and this might be obvious to some, but if you need healing, stand in the circles.
The good circle or the bad circle?
The circle with the plants in it.
Yeah, what is
Stand
your...
in the fungus.
Yeah, Crypt says, Stans, if you can turn yourself up a little bit, that'd be super helpful. But it's not a big priority.
How's that?
Okay, we'll find out. What was I going to say? Totally forgot what I was going to say. Oh, well.
Why are wardens the best healers?
Oh, yeah, no, that's totally not what I was going to say. But why are they the best healers?
Because they are kind of nature themed. It's not quite a druid, I would say. It's like kind of nature and environment. There's a lot of cold stuff actually, but to Crow's excitement, I can summon a crow.
You can summon a crow? Oh, nice. I saw that. Oh, that's cool. It's not exactly a crow, though. What is that?
I don't know. It's some kind of bird.
It's some kind of
I don't know.
avian creature of some sort. Oh, yeah.
I can do this.
That's pretty. Yeah, yours is way better,
Oh.
Stans. Yours
Is
way
that
See
a-
this guy?
That's probably a
Can we
collectible,
unlock
right?
this?
I don't think so.
It came from one of the holiday events. Oh, yeah, we can unlock that.
As I'm doing it. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
Nothing bad happens if you open the cages. It's cool.
I should probably check first. All right.
Yeah, just do stuff.
Just do stuff. Worry about the consequences afterwards.
Yep. So here's going to be our first little boss and his group in here. We do our buffs.
I use my ultimate on accident so much. I haven't got the key bound properly yet, and I accidentally hit it a lot. So
I rebounded to T,
yeah, that's probably a good idea.
and I find it's a little bit easier and more out of the way that way.
Just gonna turn-
Is the loot unique to its own? Is that how it
Yeah,
works?
it's everybody gets
We-
their own kind of thing. Right?
We can trade within group, right?
Yes, that's correct. If you get loot that is normally bind on pickup in a dungeon, you have an amount of time to trade it to somebody who was in your group when you got it, so you can shuffle things back and forth.
Nice. Yeah, he gave me a sweet pair of boots. Boots of the Viper.
Yeah. I got some heavy equipment, but I'm assuming you are already covered, right, Stans?
Yeah, Therek's covered too, so he
Yeah.
probably doesn't want to break up his
Okay.
set.
Nope. That's right.
Mujinn
Seconds.
might be good to get gear though.
All right, I'll keep an eye out for some medium, I assume.
Yep, medium. Are you using light or medium?
I'm using medium.
I'm
Yeah,
using
stamina
light.
damage dealers like you guys generally are going to be doing medium because the buffs do best for you.
Oh, this guy way back here. What's he doing?
Yeah, he was attacking me. I soloed that guy.
Yeah. So one thing that is different about running dungeons and tanking, healing, and DPSing in ESO is that for the most part, the tank's job is not to get the entire room on them because taunt is one at a time. My job is more to taunt the important enemies, bosses, or hard-hitting things. Keep as much as I can grouped in the center, debuff them, and buff the group. DPS and even healers absolutely will have strays to deal with. My job is mostly just to make sure that your strays are debuffed and just the little ones.
Nice.
Yep.
Yeah, so if there's
Yeah.
one peels off the group, we don't need to freak out about it. It's not like EverQuest where one
Yes.
one peel and you're in big trouble on the healer.
No, peels are expected as long as it's not like, hey, it's one of full bosses or mini bosses has peeled. Stans, can you taunt that, please?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, it is a kind of interesting thing because it means everyone has to be durable to some extent, or at least know how to escape.
Hmm.
Yeah, it does give you that emphasis on, hey, is your mobility good? Okay, off up. And see, this is going to be another one of those where I'm going to trap a lot of these guys in an area here, but
Well, that was your plan
There's me.
until I accidentally pulled them. So
it is what it is.
as you were talking, I fired an arrow. I'm like, whoops, didn't mean to do that. Oh, ding, level. What am I, level 13 now? Yeah, I guess we should have said at the beginning. We're all like in the range of like 10 to 15, right?
Yes.
Somewhere in there.
Yep.
But
Yep.
then
I'm 10 at least.
this game scales everything though, so it doesn't really matter too much.
Yeah, you can group with people who are way outside your level. They're just going to have access to a vastly greater amount of horizontal progression and perfected builds, whereas you probably have things like, I've got 2 class abilities, a weapon ability, some basic attacks.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah.
So you could still contribute, but you're definitely not on par with them.
Right.
All right, I'm going to go pull the war chief.
Yeah, there's
here.
the war chief. There's our. Well, look at that jump. He flies into battle like a maniac. That was pretty cool, actually. Give that guy credit. Uh-oh.
Yeah, he
put
does
something
a
on
thing
me.
where he basically is just going to turn around, do his thing against other people, and then come back to me.
Yeah. Whatever he did, it followed me around. I couldn't dodge out of it, so...
Yeah, he puts a damage on you like that.
Right. So, what does it do when I use harvest? When you use your thing and I harvest, what does that do?
It's a heal.
Oh, is it?
So, yeah, it's one of these. Oh, what's the
Synergies.
terminology? Synergy. Yeah.
Yeah.
So sometimes you might want to use it, sometimes you might not. Like I just used hidden refresh for no reason right there.
For no reason at all. That's the joy of
Yeah.
MMOs, though, is that oops moment where you're like, oh, right. Didn't mean to do that.
So,
Ooh, do I get to
Therek,
put his
if you
head on
wanna
a
go-
spike?
yep. We
We all have to, or is it just
no, just one person. So we'll
We're
let
doing
Therek.
it.
I'll
do
watch
it.
from down here. This seems
Yeah.
epic.
So there are certain abilities, like Des has his one that procs Harvest, where other people in the other friendlies in the area where you use your ability can hit X to activate a secondary benefit. Like one of the best in the game, just kind of as an overall, is Templars can throw a spear that will put an AoE damage effect on the ground, and people in your party can activate that synergy to regain some of their resources like stamina and magicka.
That is pretty cool. Okay, are you guys ready for the head spike?
Do it.
Here we go.
Oh, you slammed it down too.
I slammed it with authority.
You were very forceful with that.
Yeah, I'm not fooling around.
respect his authority?
God.
Respect my authority.
You are now the king of the Murkwater Goblins here.
Sweet. I've always wanted to be the king of the Murkwater Goblins. Hey, Desryn's up here trying to steal my glory. Get out of here.
Hey, man.
I think they might be turning on us, actually, Des. We might be in trouble.
Oh, and I think Grizzly in chat plays a Stamplar. Nice.
All right, so let's see here. What happens now? Lead the
next
goblins
we lead-
against the whatever's druid growl.
Yeah, we press on further in, and the goblins are going to follow us. They're enthusiastic now.
Nice. Come, my minions. Come, my loyal minions.
We get to watch him die in a horrible, horrible death.
One
Mujinn.
moment. It seems I have hit a key combination that has changed my entire game to French, I want to say.
What?
I don't even know how that is possible.
Are the goblins chanting in tongues now? You don't understand them anymore?
Wow.
No, like literally all the text is not in English.
How did you do
Um,
that?
I think I was holding push to talk, and I may have, I don't know.
Okay, well, learn
Looking
French
to see
real
if I
quick.
even see a keybind for that.
Hurry up. Get out the Cole's notes. Learn a different language so we can continue playing, please.
I will just,
Don't you
I guess,
Google
have
Translate?
it in this.
Google
Language.
Translate. Put everything into Google
Um,
Translate. You got it.
Yeah, I'll figure this out later, but I guess everything is in French.
Only you, Desryn. Only you.
Only you.
Yeah, it's the only kind of thing that
Well
happens
played,
to you.
sir. Well played.
Crypt says, who reads in MMOs anyway? You don't need to read.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh! I wonder if the dialogue is going to be in French. Wouldn't that be
Oh,
insane?
jeez. Yeah. So as you can see, there are now all of these Murkwater goblins who, rather than being, mining away or enslaved, are now basically like waiting and watching for us to make our move
Nice.
and cheering us as we come down.
cheering us.
Can we tell them to mine for us? Don't you want that ore?
We're their new overlords.
Wow.
We are the new overlords.
Meet the new boss, same as the old
You
boss.
took the line right out of my mouth, Stans. 100%.
I
Byproduct
fixed
is
it.
speaking to you in French now, Des. In chat. Keep it up, Byproducts. That's hilarious.
We.
We.
So,
We and them.
Sorry.
Don't make me try and speak French because I can speak a little, but not well enough not to be ridiculed for it. So don't tempt me.
You are Canadian, so
Yes, I know. I have some French Canadian blood.
don't worry.
Circulating
I'm
around.
back to English now. I can
Okay.
understand how to heal.
Good. All right. So are we
All right.
just barreling into these guys? Oh, the Drill
Yep.
King.
Yep, so we're gonna go ahead and see they're kind of coming with us at this point
Yeah,
now.
yeah. Goblin.
We got our gobby backup.
Yeah. Should really be sending them into the fray first, shouldn't we?
Wow. Just wow.
in chess, you always send in the ones first.
Yeah,
Right?
the pawns, man.
That's brutal, man. This stream's already getting pretty dark.
Oh, just you wait.
I gotta say though, this dungeon is absolutely gorgeous. Holy
It's
cow!
really nice, isn't it? Super nice looking. Sometimes in this game, the graphics are either completely hit or completely miss for me sometimes. I feel like there's no real middle ground.
There is a certain style to some of the like architecture that drove me off for a while, but this has got to be one of the few, more than a few years old MMOs that's actually like updated the graphics a bit.
Yeah.
I gotta say, I appreciate it.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, it does look good. I haven't played this in forever. So just for everybody watching, I played this when it came out. I was in the beta and I played it when it came out, and then I played it for like less than a year, and then I stopped, and I haven't touched it since.
Yeah, it is such a different game now compared to what it was in the beta. And don't go down there. Come back up.
Let the goblins do that.
Oh no!
Look at them go.
Because, yeah, the goblins are gonna. They can take care of those trash mobs. We have a boss right up this way.
Oh.
Perfect.
I like how you're looking right at where it's going to spawn.
Oh, it spawned.
Like
Oh,
he's
it's right
been
there.
here before.
Yeah, it's almost like he's done this before.
I've done fungal one. I don't know how many times.
This game reminds me a lot of when we played Final Fantasy XIV and how the dungeons are. And like, I remember the first time we played that, I had never played it before, and we were doing those really, really basic entry-level dungeons. And then once I got a little further into the game, doing the more advanced ones, I look back on those early ones, I'm like, wow, that must be like such, everybody's done those a billion times. I think that's
Yeah, it's Sastasha again.
yeah, it's funny. Funny how that works.
Yeah. They're like giving me freaking heavy and light armor.
Yeah, so
Thanks.
each dungeon has 3 sets that will drop pieces in that dungeon. So each dungeon has its own heavy, medium, and light set, and each boss, or also potentially each chest, if you find locked chests, will drop a random piece of them. So it's not going to be like, hey, I'm a medium armor wearer, I'm going to get medium. But
Right.
over time, you can start collecting the sets you want.
Gotcha. Okay. So our little goblin buddies took care of the trash mobs down here
Yeah.
pretty well, right?
Yep, and they're on to the next set of trash mobs.
Oh, they're dying. They're all dying.
They're grinding. They're fighting mud crabs.
And you guys are really missing out on hitting that ignite synergy, because every time I do it, it's just big numbers.
Is it?
Oh
And
yeah,
I'm the healer.
ignite when I toss that down is big.
Oh, there it is. I just saw it and I got out of range for it. There it is.
I beat you to it.
Yeah, you did. You gotta be quick, man. Holy cow. That's enough of you, Clatterclaw.
Good old Clatterclaw.
Big
Ladder
old
claw.
nasty stone crab looking thing.
Yeah, he's pretty nasty looking. That's well, we've had some good number of bosses so far. That's fun.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and the fun thing, one of the things I like about Fungal Grotto is you can go straight past several of these bosses and just not fight them, or you can stop and do the whole thing.
This guy's busting out.
Yeah, not creepy at all.
No.
And he's going right in.
So Mujinn, you're getting all the wrong armor. I'm getting the right armor, but I'm getting the same. I'm getting boots. Everything boots. I've gotten no other armor pieces other than boots so far. I think the game heard me complaining about my sandals and is like trying to help me out or something.
Well, the
I
nice
did
thing
get
is,
some medium armor.
Yeah.
yeah, the nice thing is we'll be getting some medium armor. Well, we'll be able to trade to Mujinn if it's not stuff that we need ourselves.
Yeah.
Big lightning.
Let's see who can back up.
It's a complicated
Obviously.
mechanic.
Obviously
And you'd
not
be
me.
amazed how often it's not done right.
Yeah, no, you're right, Stan. It's sad state of affairs sometimes.
It is worth noting that these dungeons are the lowest of the low difficulty as well.
And I got out. They are amazing.
Yeah, what we're doing here are the dungeons that unlock as soon as you hit level 10. So these are your learn how to dungeons.
Right.
So are we dungeoning good? Or well enough?
We are dungeoning incredibly.
We are dungeoning adequately.
That's the name of my guild. Dungeoning adequately.
And then at the end, we
Okay,
have
some
talking
story.
to Viola again.
Viola. Okay, Des, stay out of my way.
Unbelievable.
I'm gonna let you do it. I'm gonna let you do it.
And these filthy creatures have been sitting right on top of it all along.
So she's upset because the goblins were blocking the way the whole time. The caverns are safe now.
Yes, you've done as we agreed. Take this.
Ding!
Nice. Congrats.
And so
Level
Therek,
13.
there's also a chest right here for you to unlock.
Oh, sweet.
So here's your first on-screen lockpicking.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Pressure. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Okay, chat. Are you ready to make fun of me for missing out on this lockpick? There we go.
100%.
You want me to pick it for you?
No, no. Let's do it. Oh. I'm going to get all cocky, and then we're going to get one later that I'm going to miss on. I did it. I did it.
Yay! Good job. Good job.
Yay. All right. Successful. Successful
So-
Fungal
Yeah.
Grotto. So now do we return to our friend the Axe? In the
We're going to
Untitled?
go back and talk to Kalestig and tell him, hey, we went and Fungal Grottoed. So the way out is actually a shortcut down the river.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I noticed the dungeons in this game do a lot of that mechanic where they loop around back to the beginning, like they have an exit only, not an entrance kind of thing. Yeah, something like this.
Yep.
Wasn't that done a lot in what was that game?
New World.
I'm
did
having
it.
brain.
I think New World did it quite a bit.
I was thinking of
yeah.
a different game.
Yeah.
An Elder Scrolls game that did that.
Oh, yeah, Skyrim and Oblivion both do it quite a bit.
Yeah. Skyrim. I couldn't think of Skyrim. I failed.
I love these. Would you call this a point of no return?
Oh, Desryn.
Oh, that's a good call
So,
out.
Desryn, have they talked about that in Pantheon?
You know what, Therek? They have.
They have. I had a feeling they might have.
There may be spots in dungeons in Pantheon where, if you go further, you don't have an easy way to backtrack or go back to the entrance. So the only way is forward.
Popular design tactic.
Nice call out. So yeah, we should be able to mount up now and ride back to our way shrine.
All right. You on your
Yeah.
guar and us on our horses, or our wolves and horses. Follow that guar.
Follow that guar. He's a madman.
He's
And
flying. another chest.
here you go, Therek. You want
Alright.
a lockpicking challenge?
Oh, this one's
Ooh,
advanced.
it's
Ooh,
advanced.
advanced. Almost the hardest.
All right. So, okay. Okay, I gotta get my karma going here. Okay, let's go. Let's do this. Definitely gonna fail this one. I've already broken a lockpick. I haven't even gotten a single tumbler down yet. I'm so screwed.
Can multiple people
Nope.
try?
Failed. failed. Okay,
At least you tried.
Somebody
You
else
want me to
try.
get it for you? I'll get it
When
for
you
you.
guys do it, let's see who can do it.
Oh,
Mujinn's on the job.
Damn, I only got one down.
Yeah, it's tough. It's tricky.
all right.
Stans is in there.
The druid can do it. Oh my god. Okay, fine.
You got chest blocked again.
Chest blocked. That's the worst.
Yeah, don't you hate when that happens?
So
What'd
one
you
thing we
think,
should do.
guys?
One thing we should do is so let's see. For example, Mujinn, I know you probably are looking for stuff out of the Viper set. So I'm going to hand you off the Viper pieces that I got out of the dungeon here, so that you can stash them, because they might be upgrades for you.
Maybe.
So I got bracers of the Viper. Actually, no, that's a crappy one.
I
Let me
don't
give
think
you,
I got any of the Viper ones, but I'll check here.
I'm going to give you the one with the better stuff on it. And
That I can't use. That's cool.
yep, but you'll be able to use it in another couple levels.
Yeah, Byproduct says they've always hated the lockpicking minigame. I like that. I like it a lot, actually.
I
remember-
love the
Yeah.
lockpicking minigame.
And that
Actually,
hasn't-
the lockpicking in EXO is in my favorite lockpicking in any of the games. It makes me think of Oblivion.
Yeah, well, it was quite different in Skyrim, right? Like Skyrim, you had the two picks, sort of trying to get them
Yeah.
to work together. And this one's quite different. And this hasn't changed since the beginning when the game first launched. The lockpicking is still the same, and I still like it as much as I did then. So
Yeah, I really didn't like the Skyrim one, and I was really bad at it too. But this one, I feel like I'm at least I can do it.
Yeah, and yes, Thunderleg, fill up your sticker book. That's something probably another couple dungeon touching on that as a system, but
all right,
right.
Should we carry on?
So yes,
Sounds
we'll
good.
go to the way shrine here, and that will let us use it. The way shrines are basically connected travel points.
Right.
So if we click E on the way shrine, all the way on the far east of the map will be the Davin's Watch way shrine, and that's where we'll go back to.
Okay.
So you'll click on it and say E travel.
Yeah, byproducts exactly.
I
If you
know.
even look at them.
I had that happen like so many times. At the worst possible moment, you break your last lockpick, right?
Yep. Right, so we're going to go back to Kalestig and tell him that we're awesome.
Yeah, we are
And
officially
he should hire us more.
we are officially undaunted worthy. Kelsig.
Do they at least do the like shout for this
Oh.
faction?
There's a whole ceremony.
Oh, okay, good, because I missed that.
This ought to be interesting.
Ooh, that was a good jump.
There's a few places in some of these towns you could hurt yourself pretty good going off jumps.
All right, let's see what Kalestig has to say here.
Look at this.
Oh yes, look at me. It's the one you sent out on your mission. Is that all you have to
This
say?
is a gathering of the undaunted.
There's going to be a whole
Become
thing.
one of us. Hope your ears are ready to.
Watch the
Put it
initiation.
together, Mutts. We've got a new scamp that's ready to risk life and limb for glory. And I say, we've
That voice sounds familiar.
Only we know how.
It's the it's all the scalds or the whatchamacallits in Oblivion or in Skyrim.
The Nords.
Yeah.
He sounds like a guy from Star Wars.
We are knows no fear.
that wouldn't surprise me at all. I mean, a lot of the people who do voice acting do, you know, lots of different games, lots of roles.
Absolutely.
So you definitely start to see that kind of, hey, I've heard that before.
Yeah, definitely do. And Grizzly says, let's all sing along. No.
Undaunted.
Undaunted. Oh, man.
So much for so little. To the new Scamp's blacksmith. Unused swords rarely need repair.
And the Dark Elf, of course, is just a jerk about everything.
Naturally.
Now, for the song.
Who knows no fear of beast or blade.
Undaunted, undaunted. Who knows no fear of
I love that line. Unused swords rarely require repair. Ouch.
That's pretty good. I didn't hear that.
Undaunted, undaunted. We are undaunted.
Oh my gosh.
Hey, are they undaunted? I didn't quite get that.
I don't know. I'm not sure, actually.
Well, now we are, so.
Yeah, we need to get... Don't they give us like an emote? Don't we get the Undaunted emote or something here?
Can we all chant that? Do we get that chance?
Okay. Well,
There are a lot of unlockable collectibles that give little fun aesthetic things. That's like Stans was showing off earlier.
Like my crows.
Oh, that's what that is.
And you get
Yeah.
those from like completing main, not main quest, but like what would you call it? Zone quest lines, stuff like that.
Yeah. So, some zone quest lines give them. So, byproducts that.
That would be pretty funny. Okay, let's see what he has next for us. Let's talk to him again and see what he wants. Is that it?
And we're done.
Okay, so give us our gold. We got the gold.
That's all there is to it. Welcome to the fold, Scamp.
He sounds like the pirate from
Notches in your
um,
backs as I do.
what was it? Clone Wars, Star Wars.
No, you won't.
You know what I'm talking about?
Not me, but I'm sure
I
somebody
haven't watched
does.
those.
Okay, so what should we do now, Kale Stig? Tell us our next mission here.
You do. You're undaunted. Go kill something. Something big.
It's easy enough.
Tamriel
Yeah.
know of your
Anybody in chat know what I'm talking about?
I'm sure somebody does.
I've got a friend who's been bugging me to watch those forever, and one of these days I will get to them.
Clone
Really,
Wars
one of
was
my
pretty freaking
favorite
good.
things is how small of a community of voice actors there are for, video games, shows, anime, and there are a lot of voice actors that people will be familiar with in Elder Scrolls Online, especially if you watch anime.
Mm-hmm. Didn't they just get like a really famous
Yep.
voice actor for the High Isle expansion?
Yeah.
They got, was it Billy Boyd?
They got Billy
No,
Boyd, and
that's it.
they got oh my gosh, he plays Spike Spiegel in Cowboy Bebop.
I don't know.
He does all sorts of stuff too, but he's very recognizable.
That's awesome. Yeah, Billy Boyd is sweet. That's a great addition to it. Okay, so let's see here. Not good enough for you? And if it's not, indeed, Undaunted always ask for more. More danger, more treasure. But we take care of our own. We know how to fight. We'll teach you if you stick around. We have an armory. We'll arm you for a fee if you stick around. Okay, good enough.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well-
So for right now, basically, it's, hey, go out and prove yourself as heroes.
Do some more. Do some more.
Yep.
Probably a good
So
idea.
now and if you hit K to open your skills and go into guild, you'll see that the Undaunted has its own whole skill line.
Oh, right. Right.
Is that under?
Forgot about that.
Hit K for skills and then expand the guild skill lines.
Oh,
You'll see
guild.
that the Undaunted has its own gain progress in, as well as active and passive skills out of.
Interesting.
We can make a blood altar, which
Yes.
Stans. You said that
Jay.
way too enthusiastically, Stans. Blood altar? Yeah.
Yep.
Blood for the blood god, blood for the pack.
Oh, that's great.
When you get to Undaunted 7, they have one of the better passives in the game, which is why dungeon running a lot is really good, which is the Undaunted Metal passive.
Interesting. Ooh, and my passive abilities under my weapon, I can now unlock Ranger. This is the perfect skill. I need this. Reduce stamina cost of the bow by 7%. Heck yeah. Taking
Yeah.
that.
Skills for the skill throne.
Oh, byproducts. Yeah.
Yep.
So, now that we are officially in the Undaunted, we're right here. Before we do another dungeon, we could take a nice little detour.
Sure.
Want to pop out of the inn and follow me?
Oh, where are you? Okay, there you are.
Because one interesting thing is that there's actually something right here in town to do. Or a little bit outside of town.
The good stuff is always right on the outside of town.
There's this little cave. Nothing bad happens in caves, right?
No, it's perfectly safe.
That's why we
We
sent
make
you
our
in
home
first.
here.
Whoa, what is
Yeah. I don't know. It's a creepy glowing chest.
that?
Seems fine. Somebody touch it. Not me though.
Stans was in there on the chest again. Quick. Portal to
Public
Crowswood.
dungeon.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Oh.
Okay. So you might see other people, you mean?
One moment.
Yes, Crowswood is a public dungeon. It's a little pocket plane, but it is so it's its own zone, but it's not an instance. If that makes sense.
Mm-hmm. It's neat. Yeah, it's a good looking
Yep.
place. Very ethereal, very mystical. Okay, let's
Got
talk
this
That-
Telbaril over here.
Yeah.
Yep, the atmosphere and design in here is really cool. So most public dungeons will have a quest, which will have, objectives for you to look for and do throughout it. Sometimes there will be multiple. There's usually several mini bosses and a main group event, like a larger challenge, as well as usually a sky shard someplace in them.
Nice. So Tel Baril here says he's basically opened a portal. He says we can't kill him because if we kill him, we'll be trapped here forever. Because, we wandered into a random portal, so that's on us. So he says since killing him is off the table, he can use some help. And we're going to ask what kind of help. His father's missing. Okay. So, yeah, some connection to this place with his father being missing, and he wants to know what he can do. Telling us.
His notes call this place Crow's Wood. It's the only clue I have.
Yeah, Grizzly, sky shard hunting is a real thing.
Could you take a look?
You are not wrong.
To stabilize this portal.
Okay, so basically he wants us to look around for his missing father. He found some notes talking about a place called Crow's Wood, and that's the only clue he has. So we're here there's a house somewhere that he saw up on the trail. We're going to go take a look.
I must concentrate.
And he's going to concentrate on the portal to keep it open. And yeah, we'll
And
stick
nothing
with
bad can happen, right?
that. No, I'm
Nothing
sure.
bad can happen
Yes, yeah.
in this mysterious pocket plane where
Pocket dimension.
Yeah. Where, if you look off the side of the bridge, you can kind of see that, oh, that's the end of the world. Yeah, it's fine.
just normal Elder Scrolls things though.
Can we go jump off the end of the world and see what that happens?
Not today, Mujinn, not today.
And I thought you were about the lore of finding the end and winning.
Well, some days. I don't feel like today's not a death lore day.
You don't want to improve your dying skill?
No, not today. I'm about the lore of life today.
The dying skill. What game was that in?
It was in
Project
Project
Gorgon.
Gorgon. Yeah.
Project Gorgon,
That's
yep.
Yeah.
right.
That was
So
not my thing. That was not my favorite part of that game. Was those weird
Mm,
kind of
it
tongue-in-cheek
gives you
skills. And these wolves are no big deal.
Didn't you guys get your death skill up pretty good?
Probably. We did die a
Crypt
lot.
got his death skill up. So this is a mini
Well,
boss here.
Oh, Grizzle.
Oh, look, a bug. I was so distracted with this Traveler's Log. Which I believe gives some information about this boss.
Oh, there's a log. There's a book somewhere. I didn't see.
Yep,
that.
there's a little piece of
Yeah.
lore.
Oh.
We don't have to
Yeah, I
actually
gotta check
read
that
it,
out.
but it's kind of cool that there's at least some environmental storytelling.
Yeah, 100% does. I think we need to emphasize that. So this is there's a little note that says Crowswood Travelers Log. Been wandering for what feels like days. My rations have long since run out, and the flesh of the creatures here somehow refuses to fill my belly. The weather grows cold, and the crows keep me up at night with their inane rambling and squawking. I found shelter in this cave, writing by the light of the single candle I've left. With luck I've been having, this is probably the lair of a It cuts off.
Aw, his lantern's still here too.
Yeah.
It just says ARG. No, it's written out.
Yeah, never mind the claw marks. That was cool. I like stuff like that. That's what I'm talking about, man.
Yeah.
That's the lore that
And-
I like. That's how I like to get my lore.
Honestly, there really is a lot of that in this game. It's just, easy to miss if you're not already looking for it, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and they don't really condition. I mean, maybe they do conditioning to look for it, but I feel like if it was the only way lore was delivered, you'd be way more conditioned to look for it.
Right. There's probably more written lore in this MMO than like anything else.
Mm-hmm.
There's libraries worth of.
Yeah, because they have so much to pull from, right? All the other games, their entire backstory for, even outside of game stuff, and
Totally.
why not put that in?
Yeah. Do you guys think, and I'll go ask each one of you individually, do you think you could play this game without doing any questing? And how would that affect the experience? Desryn, start with you. What do you think?
I think you could without questing, but you'd be missing out on a lot, and it would make some things a lot slower. That's for sure.
Right.
And
Mujinn?
eventually, you would have some things that you literally couldn't do.
Right. So it would be like, sort of like trying to walk around with one leg. It wouldn't be the full experience. Hold on. What does this crow have
look
to
at
say?
this.
There's a crow, talking crow. What does it
Yep.
have to say?
He's a knave of rooks.
Halt! Intruder!
Intruder.
You have entered the domain of the Black Feather Court. You must pay the toll, flesh or silver.
I like this guy. This guy's cool.
Yeah, me too.
The Black Feather
Yeah.
Court. We have to pay the toll of either flesh or silver. We have to choose, and if I refuse,
Well, things will go badly for you.
So,
I
do
did
Therek-
the flesh.
Yes, that's it.
Yeah,
An
so Therek
incessant cry will keep
pick a
you
toll,
awake
and we should
all
probably all
the
choose the
night.
same one.
Do not
So we all do
Oops, I already chose. My bad.
the
Which one did you
which one did you
choose?
take?
pay.
Flash.
Okay, everybody take
Toll of
flesh.
silver. Trolls. The toll of flesh commits you to fight our enemies.
My bad.
That's fine.
Featherless one.
Yeah, I mean, it's not a big deal. We do them in the same area. It's just we get different little interactions depending.
Oh, there's something up here.
We gotta kill some
Yep.
bats. Okay.
Oh, there's some other stuff over here.
Yep,
Oh,
this
more
is
notes.
for the other quest you're doing.
So it's a charred note. Says the stupid witch has given me everything. So eager for companionship, desperate for a friend, other than the pestering birds of this miserable corner of oblivion. She taught me all the magic I wanted to learn. The Magister of Blackfeather Court taught me binding spells, Daedric magic, all of it, all at her command. Her price was so ludicrous. I've never been so pleased as when I locked her in the blasted tower. No bargain is going to drag me back to her side. I'm taking everything with me. I'll burn this house to the ground and leave the witch in her tower to rot. Ooh.
I'm still rooting for the birds, man. Like, I think I like them more than anyone. But look, Telbaril finally got his backside up here.
Yeah. All right. Who's holding the portal open for us?
Right?
I
Don't worry about that.
Yeah, come on, Telbaril. You had one job, dude.
Chilling. Look at this place. It was deliberately set on fire.
Yes, it was. You might want to take a look at these notes, Telbaril.
Interesting. Why was my father here? And who is this witch he mentioned?
Tell me what
He's
you
looking
want
for
to do.
something.
Yeah, he's looking for
I
something.
stabilized the portal, but it's not going to stay.
Oh, okay.
I
Okay,
need
good.
to attend.
Yeah, we'll do it for you, Telbaril. It's fine.
My father.
He just came here to give us another task to go do something while he stays here and investigates the charred cabin or something. Okay, so we're gonna go
Basically,
find Blackfeather Court. That's our next task.
We're actually going to take a quick detour just because I know this place and I've been here. So
Imagine that.
So Mujinn, even though you're new to this game, what do you think it would be like without the lore, without doing questing like this?
I'm not exactly new to this game.
Okay.
I do have a level 49 tune.
Oh, okay. Yeah, my mistake. So what would you
It's okay.
what would you say to that? Played it without questing ever? Have you ever tried that?
Well,
There's a
when
chest
I-
over here, by the way.
When I came back on my, he was 42 at the time or something like that. All I was doing was running around and killing stuff because I had no clue what the hell I was doing.
Oh, okay. Okay, I'm gonna go for this.
And then I figured it out. Who's lockpicking?
I got it.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
Like you got the last one?
on-stream lockpicker.
off to a good start. Off to a good start.
I'm just trying to embarrass Therek as much as possible. That's my motivation.
Boom! Did it. Ha 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 ha.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well done.
Okay. And
So-
so Stans, now you have the most experience. I'm sure you have a lengthy answer, but like, what would you say? Can you play this game without questing? Is it any good without questing?
You absolutely can, and a lot of times, a lot of us, because the game is very alt friendly, because there's a lot of unlocks that are account bound. There's a lot of things that are shared. So once you have at least one character who's at level 50, the process of making alts is significantly easier because you're going to be able to have some things already unlocked. So a lot of us over the time have leveled alts, and one of the ways that people would level their alts is just a straight up grind, especially if you've got somebody who can power level you in your group and find a good grinding spot. There are a few different ways to do it. There are a few zones to just straight up mob grind. There's the dolmen routes, which are kind of like mini zone world events that trigger at certain times, and just whole raid groups worth of players will get together for the purpose of just going dolmen to dolmen to dolmen to dolmen to dolmen each zone, and just grinding the mobs there, or finishing the dolmen and moving to the next one.
Right.
You absolutely can do it. It is dull.
That's the question, right? That's
Yeah.
the key, right? Is it any fun? Is it, when you go against the grain, how fun is it, right?
It's definitely doable, and it's actually can be interesting chunks of time, but it's not playing to the strengths of the game. And I think that's
Exactly.
I think that's where you run into it, is you are trying to shove that, square peg into a round hole.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think you said it super great. That's perfect, because it's a narrative game. It's an MMO, but it's a narrative game, and with MMO sides to it.
Nice. So the Moonlight Maiden, she looks cool.
Yep. Yeah, this is another one of the little mini bosses, and luckily she was up, so...
I think feels like we're close to a sky shard here, right?
Yep. You can see it
in
peeking
the
over the
distance.
cliff
Yeah,
there.
that's what that is. Okay. I wasn't sure if that was her or what that was.
Nope, that was the main reason for this little detour, is get you guys this sky shard.
Gotta catch them all.
Just say
Good guy stands over here just like holding off the wisps while we all get our sky shard.
Yeah.
Gain the skill point. Ooh.
Yep, every 3 sky shards you collect, you get a skill point. So that's one of the big things for making sure
Big
to
payouts.
grab sky shards when you find them.
Right.
Extra skill points.
Right.
Yeah. I noticed Grizzly talking about, a lot of people just kind of going to 50 and then starting the AA grind. And I kind of wanted to mention something, because inevitably, if we play for any length of time, we're going to hit 50 pretty quick. But I would probably like to say that 50 is not end game in Elder Scrolls Online. Yeah, I'm going to start that discussion right now. Because it's bound to happen. We're bound to talk about it, right? And I would say end game doesn't have to be at max level necessarily, and this game definitely encapsulates that. 50 is really just like, oh, that's the end of the main story quest, but not really end game.
Yeah, it's funny how the definitions like shifts in different games, right? Like it's just not. It's not standardized.
Yeah. Well, with ESO, 50 is just the shift of your leveling cadence, where you have finished your primary levels and are now starting to accumulate your champion points, which are smaller incremental, like AAs.
Right.
Yeah.
The other thing with the champion points, or CP, though, is that some of the dungeons, when you're doing them at veteran difficulty, Oop, somebody found wisps.
Sorry, got distracted.
Some of the dungeons will have recommended minimum CP. Like there are definitely dungeons you don't do ideally until you're champion 300 or more, because they're your harder veteran dungeons.
Yeah.
And champion points also are for your account. So once you get into the point where you have gotten a character to level 50 and they are accumulating champion points, all of your characters are advancing that same pool as they get to 50 and start gaining post 50 XP. And all of them have access to spend whatever your champion point total is on that character. So like I am CP 1,000 something. So all of my characters have 1,000 something champion points to spend. So
Worth noting, you don't have to spend them though, because like I'm running my character right now and I'm not using champion points just for the sake of, not completely trivialized.
Right. Yeah, it's interesting. It's interesting how, the game sort of treats the end game like that. I mean, I think it's good that those apply to all your characters on your account, because it doesn't, even though it would be tempting to, like, a game's like to make the grind a real grind, because they need to. But this game seems to avoid making it as grindy as it could possibly be by making it for character bound rather than account, right?
Yeah, ESO, especially post the veteran rank days after they did their and re-pushing the system. Okay. Yeah, we're killing bats to feed the crows. Good, good knowledge.
Yeah.
They swarm the.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
They made a conscious decision to go away from a grind mentality and try to make it a relatively non-grindy game, especially for people who play alts or want to do exploration or completist content. So it's a very different focus.
Right. Just want to go back in chat, and Byproducts mentioned that the inaugural 201 stream is going to be cut short for the Pantheon stream. We're not going to be cut short by much. We're going to be ending at around 10 minutes to I guess 8 o'clock my time, Central Time here, to hop over to the Pantheon stream on their Twitch channel, because tonight is the August developer live stream from VR for their update on Pantheon's development, which we are all here very interested in. So we would never override that, and we were going to be doing that. So yeah, so we'll be finishing up here at around 10 to 8 and calling it a night there. But yeah. Drac says murder faster. We're trying, Drac. We're trying. We gotta read the lore.
We already know this is the slow rolls.
Yes. Okay, we gotta talk to this crow because they have something to say.
Knave tells me you choose toll of flesh.
I did choose the toll of flesh. That's right, and I've paid it.
Court is fat and happy. The bats are dead.
We have fed your crows.
A feast for crows, if you might say.
Well played.
Mm-hmm. They're pleased. They liked what we did. The Duke wishes to speak to us. Sweet.
I love that phrase, featherless. Like, that's just the best, like, semi-insult.
Yes. Featherless crow. That's what I've always aspired to be, really. Do we need to...
Wish they would have the questions 3 that you must answer.
Right. Okay, we got to talk to the court magister here, too. Oh, we're asking about what's his name's father. Do you know Rulantaril?
Ah, yes.
He does, the Dark Elf.
He was a diligent student. Is somewhat crass. Talented, to be sure. But there was something off-putting about him. My suspicions were...
What's this notification?
Of course.
Huh. Okay. So he was a student, and but they sensed something was off about him, and then they were confirmed, their suspicions were confirmed when he locked Crow Mother in the tower. I don't understand. How did she get her way?
Mother is lonely. She doesn't get many visitors, and we, her children, aren't the best.
Yeah,
company.
more and more seems to point to this dude's dad that he's looking for is just a tad sketchy.
Uh-huh.
I think Rulantaril tried to do something here that wasn't cool with them. That's what I'm sort of getting.
Again, right from the start, I said I was with the crows.
You had a sense of it. You are a warden, though.
I know these things.
It is known. So, yeah, you want to talk to them? Rulantrell left his tower key in a ruined structure nearby. It's in a cursed chest with a fiery guardian. All right, we'll find the key. Thank you, sir. There's another one to talk to. Here's the Duke of Crows.
Yep, this is the end of the flesh.
Okay.
Basically.
So the seneschal said I should speak with you, your grace.
The Duke of Crows is so good.
Oh, hey, is this where we get the thing that you have, Stans? The crow thing?
No,
Oh.
no, it's not. Mine is from one of the. I want to say it's,
Nice.
or it might have been from the opening of. Sure.
Let's see. Okay, so he's happy with us, the Duke of Crows. He's given us citizenship in the woods, as well as some servants to aid us. Welcome to Crowswood Fledgling. We get the Black Feather Court Whistle.
So this is one of the things like my one. These are what are called mementos,
Okay.
and you can slot them in your quick slots to use them, or just use them from your collections. This is one where you kind of have to target it at somebody, so it's easier to use it out of your quick slot. But it is kind of cool. You can target somebody to stick a crow on them.
Nice. I look forward to using that. Okay, so we still have to find the tower key for what's his face's dad.
Head off this way.
Okay.
Yeah, I do really like the little mementos because it's like a way to show that you've done content. That it doesn't necessarily have stats or anything, but it's just like a really fun. Hey, I have this cool little thing.
Especially if
because I played the game.
Yeah, especially if you can see it on your character, right? Like if that whistle was like on my belt or something like that, that would be pretty cool.
Yeah, like when you see somebody swarmed with crows like that, you know, hey, they did the thing. Yeah, so somebody go touch the cursed chest.
Okay.
No, I'm not all about the red glowies.
I got it. Tower key. Uh-oh. Fiery Guardian. Fiery Guardian. Come on out here, Fiery Guardian. We have to go in?
I'm going to bring him out.
Okay.
Here you go.
So this is Rulantrell's construct.
See?
Yeah.
Definitely sketchy stuff. He's getting Daedra.
Summoning Daedra, yep.
Yep.
He exploded.
Exploded. But now we have the key to get into the tower.
Sweet. I got an antiquity lead. That's cool. That's something.
That's another new
before.
thing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was later expansions, right?
Yeah, I did a little bit of it shortly after it came out. It's super interesting just because it's totally like a break from other gameplay. It's totally for people that are like, I want to do something completely different than my normal MMO stuff.
And it also really does reward and push exploring the map and going all over the world. One of the things that ESO really does in their design philosophy is a break from the traditional MMO of we're going to constrain you either by levels or by some other form of work your way towards doing a thing. Elder Scrolls Online's general philosophy is here's a world with a million different things. Wander around until you find one of them that grabs you. Go do that. Find something you like and go do that, because there's just a crap ton of stuff, and we're gonna make it so that you can find it. Choose which one you like and go do that.
Yeah, the problem with that philosophy is sometimes it's just there's so much that
overwhelming.
You don't. Yeah, it's overwhelming sometimes,
be.
Right? But I mean, I like the idea. I think in practice it could be done better in a lot of games. But yeah, so we found the Crow Mother. So she is pretty cool looking. Let's talk to the Crow Mother.
You think she's cute? Is that what you're saying?
Oh yeah, you don't like how she looks? I think she's hot. So she says, we bargain in good faith, all fair and square. You can't have him. What in oblivion are you?
So this is another one where you're going to get to make a choice here. So let's let Therek make the choice.
Okay. So Relanterel spurned her. So there was some sort of she wanted him. He said no, and then she says, "Are you going to spurn me like Relanterel did years ago?" And we ask, "Is the Relanterel here?" His son Telbarel is trying to find him. Oh, he is here. Okay. They made a bargain. Thought to renege on it by binding me in this tower. He still fights me. He doesn't want to stay. Make him see reason. Make him honor our agreement.
Make him serious.
I kind of think we should.
Let's see. So our options are, I know, okay, so basically want more information. No, I think I know how I'm going to deal with you. So our choices are, you shouldn't be alone. I'll make Relanterel honor his agreement. Or, you're a foul, malicious deceiver. I'll destroy you. Or, it's clear you both deserve to die. Ooh. Well.
So where's your moral compass lie on this?
Oh, man. I feel like we've uncovered enough about Relanterel at this point to know that his intentions weren't good coming here. He's done some bad things. The crows were upset with him too, right? They didn't like him, and she's the crow mother. I mean, I don't know. I'm gonna make Relanterel honor his agreement. He should have. He gave an agreement. He should be bound to his word. We're gonna make him honor his agreement.
All right.
And she's thanking us. So he's raging in the quarters below, trying to blast his way out with magic. The magic that they taught him. Don't kill him. I don't want to be alone. Oh, come on. What? I didn't know that was part of the deal. I thought I could just...
Hey, our only agreement is to try not to hurt him,
I'll
okay?
try not to hurt him.
Yeah.
Look, lady, I
Right.
can't promise anything, but I'll try not to hurt him. Subdue Relanterel. Okay, so as
Try my hardest.
everybody get their Nerf bats out. We're not going to kill him.
Yep.
We're just going to beat him for a while with our Nerf bats, okay?
I'm
Here
just
we go.
taking a peek up here. Nope, there's no chest up here. All right.
Yes, Crypt
down
Fox, I
into
do
the
have a thing for
catacombs we
harpies.
go.
It's a secret that I've guarded for the life of myself, but, can't hide it anymore, like the harpies.
Well, this is a really homey place.
Yeah.
I'm looking at this skeleton with the sword here. I love the environmental storytelling like that. That is super sweet.
Yes.
Yep. Little things like that, man.
Makes all the difference. All right, let's see what's up here.
What do you think he was doing right before he died?
Well, I don't think he's dead. Oh, you mean that guy?
Yes.
I think that guy was
Probably.
regretting his decision he made with the Crow Mother.
Yeah. I think that's
Well,
somebody
for
else who
Christ's
came down here looking
Yeah,
to realize they were not heroes.
yeah. They are not the chosen one. There he is, Relanterel Oran.
Yeah.
Okay, what do you got to say? Do you have anything to say, or are we just straight up fight? Yeah, straight up
Mother
fight.
sent you, didn't she? I'm not staying in this cursed place.
He's talking.
I don't think he wants to stay here.
I don't
Nope.
Enough.
I tried my hardest.
We subdued him.
Oh,
The witch gets her way. I'll stick to the
Kill it.
terms of our
kill it.
We beat some sense into him.
The witch gets her way.
Huh.
I wanted to kill him. Come on.
Not today, Mujinn. Not today.
So there is a bookshelf here, which might be a lore or skill book.
It is destruction staff.
When you
No, it is.
Yep. When you see bookshelves, you always want to read those because you may get skill points out of them. You may get lore.
Hey, Drac, do you hear that?
You may get dirt. You may get dirty limericks.
I know
Especially the dirty limericks. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Drac will never skip lore again because he can get a skill point out of it now.
Ooh, proficient.
Yeah, they do make it pretty cheese easy where you can just spam and click on stuff, to skip. You don't actually have to read it, but it
it
does
puts
make
a-
you kind of...
But it puts all those into your lore library if you want to.
Mm-hmm. There's a spell over
Exactly.
here. Oh, Crow's Spell of
Mujinn has
Binding.
spin to win.
It's also worth
Right.
noting that there are, I would say probably more of the solo quests, but there are a lot of things like over here there's this Crow's Spell of Binding. There will actually be literature that gives you hints on like how to solve puzzles that otherwise you'd just be kind of randoming,
Mm-hmm.
I really appreciate that. And I think they started to do it even more kind of with the later expansions.
Yeah. Yep.
Wait, I can ride your mount on the roadside?
There is at least one mount that is a
Yeah.
multi mount.
Oh, so I can't ride on somebody else's horse?
No.
So there he is. So he survived. So he's out here. So we're gonna like reunite him with his son, right? That's the idea here.
Well,
Oh, wait.
we're reuniting him with Crow Mother.
Oh, right.
Sure that's not his wife.
Hold on. Is she upset?
About to be.
Just great.
About to be. Has some sort of ceremony going on.
I like his response is great, just great.
Yeah, and he like puts his head in his hands. He's like,
Yep.
you should have taken the other option. You should have just killed her.
Yep. So our job now is to go back and find his son, and we found your dad, but
Yeah, that's right.
Let's explain the situation.
yeah.
Oh, I guess I don't need to
Alright,
mount
so on our way out, because I know that Grizzly is going to yell at us if we don't, but don't worry, I had to.
Yeah, Grizzly seems to be on it.
So Byproduct says, question for the stream. Do you think there will be or should be tameable wild mounts that can hold multiple people? You mean like in Pantheon Byproduct? So you're
Oh.
talking about like in Pantheon that should be a thing? Multiple people like on one mount? I don't know.
Well, that would kind of mean that if you were a person that, was adept at taming things, you would be able to support a group in a way.
Yeah, and we know taming things is in. Yeah, so yeah, they're talking about Pantheon. Yeah, I mean, Joppa's been hinting at that taming thing for quite a while, so I wouldn't be surprised to see something like that, given their group-centric approach.
And
Are
that
we going to that
phrasing of
portal?
taming has been coming up more and more often,
Yeah,
it seems like.
Yeah.
it does. You're right, totally. So what are we looking at here, Stans? What's going on?
So
here?
see here how there's like a well in the middle here. Spirits are being drawn into it from these wraiths.
Mhm.
Let's go
we
hasten
go
that
in?
process some.
Yeah, let's.
Because, I mean, what happens if you just feed it more spirits?
Spider's Guild too. Wow.
Feed the well. Is that what you're saying?
Yep, feed the well.
The soul well.
Yep, because there's all these groups of these soul wraiths hanging around. What if
Can
we
I
give
feed
the
it
well
my
an
soul?
actual meal?
No, Mujinn.
You don't have a soul, you play MMOs.
Actually, if you follow the main quest.
I wasn't going to bring that up.
I guess that's a little spoilery, but it's pretty obvious when you
Yeah,
start.
this game's been around long enough. I think you're okay
Yeah.
to spoil the main story.
So we've
Hey.
just fed enough souls that,
Ooh,
oh look.
Ghislaine. It's a scary name these days.
Oh,
No, sorry. I
ouch.
shouldn't have said that.
Whoa.
All right. We got a skill
Gained a
point out
skill
of it.
point.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So- Each of the public dungeons has one of these group events, which are tuned to be difficult to solo. They're typically duoable to full groupable, depending on your build, if you know them well, your gear, etc. Four of us, being at least relatively well geared, we're tuned to make it not a big deal. Some of the group events in some of the public dungeons are nastier than this one. This is a relatively straightforward one. But each of those group dungeons will also award you a skill point. So public dungeons are typically good for not only just multiple quests and mobs and mini bosses, but a sky shard and a skill point.
So there's a lot of
Yes.
incentive to do them all at least once. And
Yes.
yeah, interesting. Very interesting. I like that. I mean,
Doesn't want my soul.
no, it doesn't want your soul. Your soul
I
is
was just
tainted.
bathing in here.
It says, "Get your dirty soul out of my pool."
Wow.
Oh yeah.
Aren't you a nice guy?
Hey, I didn't make the pool. I'm just saying.
I mean, as
Maybe
a
I
Dire
was
Lord,
cleansing
though,
it.
Maybe it was too pure for the pool.
I'm
You're
Dire
right.
Lord yet. I'm a freaking night.
also sounds dark.
Yeah. So LaFell in chat says two people on a horse seems appropriate and sound. that if that was a thing, that'll definitely get like memed up a little bit. I would say.
Definitely
right.
sounds romantic, even.
Yeah, I mean, I could see it for like couples that play together. You want to be on the same horse. That's kind of cool.
Speaking of, are you married?
Yeah.
Therek, are you married
Yeah.
in game?
No. Why?
Well,
is Des looking for?
Am I married to the Crow Mother now? Is that what happened?
Let me make a proposition for you.
Oh, Des has a pledge of Mara.
What are you propositioning me with, Desryn?
If we went through a certain ceremony and shared this pledge of Mara, technically we would both get an experience bonus when we play together.
Dude, I'm into it.
Yeah.
Where's the Neil emote?
I think we just got an on-stream.
Yeah, that's right.
There's actually like a place you have to go in game to do it, but it is a thing that I thought I would at least make a joke about.
We're gonna do that on stream at some point. We are going to.
All right.
We are going to get married for the experience, if nothing else. Even if I don't like you, we're still gonna get married.
Ooh, it's pretty awesome.
Oh yeah, there is a Neil emote. We can properly propose. I like it. Desryn, will you give me your experience bonus, Desryn? Please.
I will.
Thank you.
For all my life and gameplay.
Awesome.
Well, I even leveled while we were doing that. That was pretty epic.
that's a good thing. All right. We got to talk to Tamriel. Tell him we found his father and what we did. So let's see what he thinks of that.
Back. Did you find my father?
I did find your father. Your father's in the tower with the Daedra Lord. It's a long story.
He's alive then. Aeon, bless you, my friend. I'll get things squared away here and make my way to the tower.
He's happy.
I can't believe my fortune running into you here.
Byproducts. That is amazing.
That's pretty good. Desryn and Therek's an entry. Levlling. Cute.
Wow.
Nice. Well, I feel very satisfied by that outcome. I feel like that was a good choice.
Yeah.
Solve the mystery of Crowswood.
Yeah.
Awesome. Thanks, Dan. That was a fun excursion. I like your choices.
Yeah. Well, I thought it would be nice to come here because we were already in the area. Shows off like, hey, here's the game's public dungeon system, and Crowswood's just cool.
It is cool, man. It's very cool. Very.
So
very cool.
what do we do with our last 25 minutes ish?
25 minutes.
Say, yeah. Do we want to queue for a random dungeon and just blitz through it?
Let's do that to
Or-
get the experience bonus. Right? For the daily.
All right.
Therek knows. Therek
Yep.
knows.
So press F when you are ready.
Okay.
F to pay respects.
Dark Shade
And we'll go
Caverns
through
1.
Dark Shade real quick.
Okay.
Hey, someone was it Grizzly that said we should lead you to the spider's
Mujinn?
den?
Okay, let's talk to Turver here. See what they have to say.
Yep, just waiting for Mujinn to zone in.
Who are you?
Because when
Oh,
one person
sorry about
starts,
that.
when one person starts the group quest, it'll kind of auto share to everybody. So
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Wait.
I'll wait.
I am confused.
Are you stuck in limbo?
Yeah, it didn't take us with you guys because we were in the dungeon still. It looks like.
Oh.
I think you got the same bug that the
The 101 group. got?
Tuesday night
Yeah,
crew did.
we could
So
still
just
do travel to player.
Yep.
Yeah.
find us in Travel to Player. With the latest patch where the current event, or I think the event that just finished, is wrapping up. When they activated the changes to the dungeon finder for that, I think it made things wonky, and Zos knows about it and is working on it as soon as the White Strike PvP event is done.
Oh, I see. Okay. Okay. Well, it looks like we're all in now. So
All right.
let's do.
I'm waiting for you.
Okay.
You're supposed to be in.
What are you doing here?
My Quama mine's been taken over by thugs. They're tearing the place up.
Oh,
ruining
okay.
it.
So thugs have taken over his mine, and yes, we have to
And yes.
kill the taskmasters. Taskmaster Anaba, Ninbale, and Elatai.
Yep.
It's a mine. We all know what to do here, right?
Really? I know, right? Kill the masters. That's what it's all is gonna be.
I always thought you went to the mine to mind your own business.
Nope.
If only. This is the internet, Mujinn.
The internet? What is that?
It's a new thing.
What is this magic you speak of? It's foul,
It is
foul
magic.
magic.
Yep.
Are you a witch?
The dark side of magic.
No,
It's a witch, a
we
witch.
just killed the witch. The internet is no longer a thing.
I don't know. I do struggle
Lore
to
book
float.
discovered. I don't know how I discovered the lore book, but it did.
Oh, there's a lore book
Yeah.
right on the bench right here.
Yeah, I was just clicking buttons and all of a sudden, lore book.
Okay, well, one taskmaster down. That's one down, 2 to go.
Yep. So we'll kind of here.
So these group dungeons, this is not a public dungeon. This is like just us in
No.
here, right?
Instance,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
This is a 4-person instance dungeon
Yeah.
with its own little mini story and everything.
And then the highest level stuff in ESO is the trials, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And that is those are 12-man, so three full groups.
Right. Sparrow says,
Okay.
my not looting is killing her. I know, but I have limited inventory, Sparrow, and if I loot these guys, I take the stuff because I can't not take it, but it is what it is.
You can always throw something away.
Yeah, no, it's just crafting stuff, and I just gotta chuck it. It takes time. I'll start looting just for you, Sparrow. Other than bosses. I was looting bosses for sure, but I wasn't looting the trash mobs.
Spin to win.
Yeah, this is where your spin to win build just absolutely shines.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but my that also does AoE too. My little teleport.
Oh yeah, because you got to morph to Death
I
Blossom.
morphed it. Yep, I morphed
Yep.
it.
Yeah, Death Blossom is my favorite morph there too.
Yeah, Meat Hook says I tried playing this without the premium inventory. Couldn't do it, not at all. 100% hear you. I really feel like I'm struggling with the inventory here. There's just too much stuff.
This is one of those games where if I'm playing like properly, I absolutely always have an active sub going because it is 100% worth it.
I feel like I need to.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on.
I
gotta
do
take this
wonder
stuff.
if you like play really casually and maybe participate more in things like Tales of Tribute and stuff like that. I wonder how much you could pull off on the just purely free side of things.
You can do it just fine. There aren't restrictions in what you have access to. You just have the inventory boss is a lot harder for one.
Yeah, and there are videos on YouTube about like how to do free to play right, which it's kind of a funny thing because to me, I'm like, I'll just pay a sub. It's a game that I'll play, and the whole crafting bag thing is just kind of like part of the game. But it is pretty wild how unrestrictive the rest of it is. Like that's really the only big thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, when you're subbed, you have access to all of the DLCs, so the smaller content.
Yeah, that
packs.
does help. But you can also, buy those like normal too.
Yep.
Is this? Oh, I don't want to spoil this, but there is a great cutscene in this
Is there?
one.
Oh boy. I'm all
Or
for
not
it.
cutscene, but a funny dialogue.
I know the dialogue you're talking about, and yeah.
Here we
I
go,
think
right here. Right? Oh no, not yet.
No, it's after.
Not this guy.
Oh, is it the second version? It might be two.
I think yeah.
Oh,
This
crap.
one does have a good. Yes, thank you for dropping taunt. That's always a fun mechanic.
This guy's beefy.
No, this one does have a fun after dialogue.
Nice.
Oh, if it's after, it's worth it. For some reason, I'm thinking it might be the sequel, though. Which a lot of these dungeons do have sequels where the layout's changed and the story continues, by the way.
Right, like 1 and 2, right? Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's not like other games where it's just 2 means the mobs hit harder and have more HP.
Mm-hmm. It's actually like a proper continuation of it.
Right.
This guy is annoying. He runs around too much. Stay in one place, man.
Might be something you want to get used to, though.
Mm-hmm. I'm sure you're right. I mean, I don't expect the mobs to just stand there. We just talked about this on the rewind, didn't we, Des? Mob mobility.
Farmer, they're practically laying money. We'll have this place cleaned out.
Well,
in
he's
no
dead now.
They're practically laying money.
Yeah, what was he talking about?
stuff. Old seller
The Quamas.
Oh, okay, I gotcha. He's happy. He's pleased with our service so far.
believed there was gold in here, fools.
Oh, we're waiting
Ooh,
for
look
him.
at that. New jacket.
That's from above.
Nina, I suspected you were smarter than your father.
You sure about that?
Well, you'll have to catch me first.
What?
I
Smoke
love
bomb,
that.
I'm out.
Yep.
You know, I gotta say, for an MMO, them actually pulling off that jumping off of the thing above and knocking him down, like, actually works.
Yeah, kind of did. Okay, what does she have to say about that? Ah, the murderer's accomplice. I think I'll kill you first. Hey, hold on, lady. You've got the wrong idea.
You mean you're not in league with that Sadri character?
No, I'm not.
I find that hard to believe.
Well, to be honest, I did agree to help him, but wait, what was that about a murder?
He brought in these thugs to drive out our miners, then killed my father and stole the deed to our mine.
He's an usurper. I
I
see.
guess he didn't expect me to come after him, but you cut a swath through his protectors.
He said we were searching for your father.
Searching for his money is what he meant. He's convinced father had a cache of gold somewhere in the bottom of the mine. But if father had such a cache, he took the secret to his grave.
That's enticing. Okay, I'm sorry. What can I do to help?
Well, I need to stay here and see about getting this mess cleaned up. As for you, go down into that pit and catch up with your former accomplice, Turva Sadri.
Sounds like she wants us to take the deed back.
Yes.
She wants the deed back.
And by the corpses I saw on my way in, I'm sure you know how to deal with it.
All right, down into the pit. We have to deal with our quest giver betrayer, and get the deed back for her.
You ever just find yourself accidentally on the wrong end of an operation?
Or you question, are we the baddies?
Yeah, are we the baddies? Thank you, Mujinn.
That's awesome. Okay, well, whatever side we're on, we have a task and we must complete it.
Yeah.
Where'd you go, Sans? Oh, you're up there on the thing, right?
Nope, I just followed the tunnel down.
Oh,
I've been clearing trash to make it quicker.
oh, I see. Okay.
You're a nice guy.
I think we all want to make sure we attend the
Yeah.
stream later.
No, you're right. Absolutely.
Yep. And that's exactly why I want.
Nobody's missing that for this.
Run faster.
Oh man, that is a that's quite the take there, Essen.
Rogue with a giant two-handed mace. That's what he likes about this.
Stealth Nightblade two-hander is so much fun.
Is it?
Teleport strike in, and just start. Oh
Sorry.
yeah.
Sounds like good times.
I kind of like my little spin to win here. Spin, spin, spin a Rooney.
Oh, this guy.
Yeah.
What about
Hive
this
Lord.
guy?
He is the Hive Lord. Oh, he's putting me some
See,
danger.
you-
Oh,
Yes,
never mind. I'm
okay.
thinking of a different boss.
Oh.
There's another boss in here.
He smashed me.
That is so annoying.
Yeah, it really is. Down he goes.
Must kill faster.
Yep, so
Yeah,
we're
where are we
gonna
going?
jump
Down
down
again?
here.
Okay, this way.
Oh, I got a nice light armor.
Nice.
Where did we jump? Where did you guys jump?
Just down into the.
Oh, here we are.
Yep.
Ooh, that was a good bounce.
Sort of pushed them all out of the way.
That jerk staggered me just before my heavy attack hit. Give me more resources back. Not cool.
It's a netch.
Bad mechanic. It's red.
It's bad.
If it's red, don't stand in it.
Always good advice.
Oh, stand in the fire.
If you wanna live-
Yeah.
If you want to live up to your name, go for it. Wait, are these robots? Wow.
These are Dwemer constructs.
Or
Yeah.
are they robots in disguise?
They're not that cool.
No,
They're
we're
not
not going to
disguised.
have our battle with the forces of the evil Decepticon.
Well, I was looking forward to fighting Megatron.
Not tonight.
Or at least Galvatron.
We got to play a different MMO for that.
Oh, this
That
is
would be
the
an
guy.
awesome MMO if we could do the Transformers MMO.
Oh, that would be so
I was thinking
cool.
about that actually a little while ago. I was like, what IPs haven't been made into MMOs? I'm like, there's got to be lots of them, right?
So speaking of spin to win,
Is this guy like super
Yes.
spinny? Should we stay away from this guy? His mega blades.
He'll do a thing.
The thing. It sounds ominous.
So see how the little robots in there are. They're doing a heal thing that
Oh, should
I'm
we,
trying.
can be interrupted.
should we be taking out the robots?
I'm trying.
I mean, most of the groups I do, honestly, normally we just DPS this
Yeah.
guy.
No mechanic, just kill.
Do we have enough DPS for that kind?
I'm trying. I'm plinking him.
Plink away. Derek, plink away.
My arrows aren't
Ah.
great against.
He's spinning.
This is the spin to win
He's
thing.
chasing
He has
Dez.
his own spin.
No.
He's got Dez in the spin the sights.
He picks
Not
somebody
me.
and he goes.
His spin to win is slightly better than mine, Ollie. Slightly.
Yeah. Well, he's bigger. I mean, it's not really a fair fight.
Well, his torso can unhinge and he can just spin.
You mean you can't do that?
I
I'm
have to
disappointed.
contort my whole freaking body to spin. See.
Ooh, I got a trophy.
More levels.
Ooh, level 14. Ding-a-ling, ding-ding.
Nice, grats. Is that the whole dungeon?
There's actually the quest at the end because we did the thing. So
How much time do you figure we need to do that?
5 minutes.
Yeah. Okay, then let's do it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So see how right there's our overseer. We can
Yeah, there's
mercy
a
kill him.
master chest here. Can you unlock a master chest?
Can you?
I don't know if I can, but
Let's get the boss or get done what we need to do here because I don't want to run long.
wait. Well,
I'll get
15
it.
already? What the heck? I gained 2 levels.
Yeah, the
first
dungeon
random-
complete. Yeah.
The first random dungeon per day, like we did, has a big bonus attached to it.
Right. So we definitely need to complete this.
It's the daily bonus,
Yeah,
you know.
we already did the thing. What we're doing here is finish quest for the dungeon,
Right.
and the other little mini boss here is on the way back to complete the quest.
Okay.
Yeah, optional boss.
Yep.
Cool.
Okay, I'm probably behind you guys.
Yeah.
No problem. If you just kind of head up the hill across the water, we're just fighting the cutting sphere.
What's the water? Let me see.
You
Yep,
should
I
be able
see
to
you
see us on
coming.
the map.
Yep, I'm looking at the map. If all else fails, look at the map.
Yeah, that's right. Every time.
There we go.
I know, Dimos.
So
It
that
hurts
should-
me to leave that master chest behind, but it is. We have to do what we got to do here.
Yep. Time constraint, and the more important thing is turning in the quest here to get your skill point.
Yes.
So, did you find
Yes,
Sartre?
I got your deed
Did you-
back.
That's the deed, all right. I didn't think I liked you when I met you, but you've grown.
Aw,
on me.
it's that nice.
Now to deal with the hole the Quama dug.
Okay.
There's
Now we got to
something
deal with the
Quama
whole
ruined down
the
there.
Quama dug. I have to destroy something in my inventory because I have too much stuff. God. Can't finish the quest until I destroy some
So,
stuff in my
did you
inventory.
find Sartre? That's the deed, all right.
Inventory boss is the real boss.
We'll be-
Okay, there we go. And that's the end of it.
Yeah, that's the end of the dungeon. So
Beautiful.
we can run or port back out of here, and I think that leaves us being able to leave stream with a
Nice little
good amount of time to go
yeah.
catch Pantheon.
little buffer zone. Okay, so yeah, we can we can port out here afterwards. I think what we'll do is we'll just end the stream right here. So yeah, so everybody who's watching, my wife asked me tonight what the what my metric for success for my first stream was on this, and I said 20 people viewing, and we had 21 I think at some point. So this has been a huge success in my mind, and I want to say thank you to everybody who came out and watched us fool around and be goofy for a couple hours here. Essence says we should jump off the edge here. And yeah, let's do it. Why not, right? Cowabunga. Yeah, so we are MMOs 201, MMORPG 201. We are group focused. We are Pantheon Plus, and we will be here every Thursday night, 7 p.m. Eastern, and go for 2 hours. And yeah, see everybody over on Visionary Realms Twitch channel for the Pantheon dev stream. So everybody, say goodnight to everybody. See ya.
Good night, all.
Eh.
See you, everybody.